The 10 most unbelievable places in the world. People live on cliffs over 4,000 meters high. The number one place has an extremely harsh environment and can truly be called hell on Earth. Number 5. The Polar City, where death is forbidden. Longyearbyen, inside the Arctic Circle. Located within the Arctic Circle, Longyearbyen lies about 1,300 kilometers from the North Pole. It is one of the northernmost permanently inhabited settlements on Earth, with a population of around 2,000 permanent residents. However, this city has one of the strangest laws in the world. People are not allowed to die here naturally. At first glance, this law sounds absurd, but it is actually based on scientific reasons. Longyearbyen is built on permafrost, where ground temperatures remain below freezing year-round. As a result, bodies buried here never fully decompose. Decades ago, scientists discovered that corpses in old cemeteries were preserved almost exactly as they were at the time of burial. Even viruses and bacteria were frozen and preserved, posing the risk of unknown diseases re-emerging. For this reason, anyone who is nearing the end of life must be flown by plane to mainland Norway to spend their final moments there. Only people who die in accidents are allowed to die in Longyearbyen, and even then, their remains are transported out as quickly as possible. Extreme light and darkness. Besides this unusual law, Longyearbyen has another extreme feature: polar night and polar day. From November to January, the city enters complete darkness. The sun does not rise at all, and even during the daytime there are only a few hours of dim twilight. The city experiences nearly 4 months of polar night. Streetlights remain on 24 hours a day, and people rely on artificial lighting to maintain daily routines. This prolonged darkness poses a serious challenge to mental health. Many newcomers develop seasonal affective disorder, experiencing depression, insomnia, and changes in appetite. At this time, mental health professionals at the local hospital are especially busy. To cope with the darkness, residents organize social activities, use special light therapy lamps, and develop various indoor hobbies. In contrast, from April to August, Longyearbyen enters polar day. The sun stays in the sky 24 hours a day, and even at midnight it feels like daytime. At this time, people need thick blackout curtains to block the sunlight in order to sleep. Some residents take advantage of this period to engage in intense outdoor activities, making up for the months of darkness. Living with polar bears. Additionally, because of the presence of polar bears, residents are required to carry rifles when leaving town to defend themselves in case of an attack. Even outdoor school activities for elementary students require armed guards, something almost unimaginable elsewhere in the world. Despite such extreme conditions, Longyearbyen is a fully functioning modern town. It has schools, hospitals, supermarkets, bars, and even a university, the world's northernmost university center. People work, fall in love, get married, and raise children here, living lives both similar to and completely different from elsewhere on Earth. They choose to live in this city where death is forbidden, perhaps to feel the meaning of being alive more intensely. Number 4. Cliff Villages of the Andes Mountains. Deep within the Andes Mountains, there are villages built on cliffs at elevations exceeding 4,000 meters. These villages are not located on mountaintops or in valleys, but halfway up nearly vertical cliff faces. Below them lies a gorge thousands of meters deep, while towering rock walls rise above. From a distance, the villages look as if they are nailed directly to the cliffs, making one wonder how humans could possibly live there. The houses are built using natural rock platforms and caves. Some homes are half embedded in the rock wall, while the other half hangs over empty space. Residents must have exceptional balance and complete fearlessness of heights. To them, walking along paths only half a meter wide with a sheer drop beside them is as natural as crossing a street is to city dwellers. Children's school route. What shocks outsiders the most is the children's journey to school. Due to the village's extreme location, no cars can reach it, and even pack animals struggle to pass. Every day, children climb steep mountain paths and ascend near vertical ladders made of ropes and simple wooden steps. There are no handrails, and below them lies a bottomless abyss. A single misstep would have unimaginable consequences. Yet children as young as 5 or 6 years old walk this route daily, carrying school bags, their hands and feet numb from the cold, moving with agility like martial arts masters. Why build villages here? The reason lies in history and safety. During the Inca Empire and later colonial periods, these cliffs served as refuges from invaders. The dangerous terrain provided natural defense, making it extremely difficult for enemies to attack. Over time, temporary shelters became permanent homes. Modern villagers are mostly descendants of those early refugees. They have completely adapted to cliffside life, developing unique survival traits. Their leg muscles are exceptionally strong, their sense of balance extraordinary, and they have no fear of heights. Many researchers and journalists attempt to visit these villages, only to turn back due to fear and exhaustion, while local elders and children move effortlessly. A fading way of life. Today, these villages face the challenges of modernization. Young people leave for cities seeking easier lives, and village populations are declining. Still, some families remain, believing this land was left to them by their ancestors. Life on the cliffs is harsh, but it forges resilience and physical strength. To them, danger is relative. Those who grow up here do not consider climbing ladders an adventure. Ironically, when they move to flat cities, they often struggle to adapt to such monotonous and level landscapes. Number 3. The sinkhole village of Luping, Yunnan, China. In Luping County, Yunnan Province, there is a village hidden inside a massive sinkhole. The sinkhole measures hundreds of meters in diameter and over 200 meters deep. The village lies at the bottom, surrounded on all sides by steep rock walls. Viewed from above, the sinkhole resembles a gigantic bowl carved into the earth, with the village resting quietly at the bottom, almost completely hidden. From the plains above, the village is entirely invisible. Due to the sinkhole's terrain, direct sunlight reaches the village only around midday. The rest of the day, it remains in shadow. When surrounding areas are bathed in sunlight or sunset glow, the village below is still dim. Residents receive nearly 1/3 less daylight than people living on flatland. Long-term life in semi-darkness has given many residents excellent eyesight adapted to low light conditions. Isolation and adaptation. To enter or leave the village, residents must climb a steep path carved into the rock wall, nearly vertical, requiring both hands and feet. There are no modern vehicles. All supplies must be carried manually, with each trip taking about an hour and consuming enormous physical effort. To outsiders, the village seems almost isolated from the world, earning it names like the Invisible Village or the Last Hidden Paradise. But to residents, the sinkhole offers advantages. It creates a unique microclimate, cool in summer, mild in winter, with little temperature fluctuation. There are natural springs and fertile soil, ideal for farming. The surrounding cliffs form a natural barrier that historically protected villagers from wars and bandits. Despite having only a few dozen households, the village has a school, small shops, and communal gathering spaces. Children grow up believing the world is the circle of sky above the cliffs. Many do not climb out of the sinkhole until adolescence. When they finally see the vast plains above, they are often left speechless. In recent years, the village has attracted photographers and explorers. The government has proposed building safer access routes, but many elders oppose it, fearing it would disrupt the village's tranquility. To them, the sinkhole is not a prison, but a protective shell. Number 2. Cooberpedy, Australia, the underground city. In the desert heart of southern Australia lies the town of Cooberpedy, known as the opal capital of the world, producing about 70% of the world's opals. But what's more astonishing than the minerals is how people live there. The surface environment is extremely harsh. Summer temperatures often exceed 50 degrees Celsius, while winter nights drop below freezing. Water scarcity, heat, and sandstorms make it one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. So, residents built their city underground. Originally, miners realized that instead of building homes on the surface, they could simply dig living spaces underground while mining opals. Thus, a unique underground city was born. Homes carved into sandstone remained cool in summer and warm in winter, maintaining a constant 22 to 24 degrees Celsius year-round without air conditioning or heating. Underground houses are fully furnished: living rooms, bedrooms, kitchens, bathrooms, even swimming pools. Not only homes, but churches, hotels, museums, shops, and even cemeteries are underground. Above ground, the desert appears empty, dotted with ventilation shafts and mine entrances. Below ground, a modern, well-lit city thrives. The town has about 3,500 residents from over 45 countries. Life proceeds normally, just underground. Number 1. Dalol, Ethiopia, Earth's most hellish settlement. If there is a place on Earth that feels the most alien and least suitable for human life, it is Dalol, located in Ethiopia's Danakil Depression. Scientists call it the least Earth-like place on Earth, a real-world projection of hell. Dalol's average annual temperature is 34.4 degrees Celsius, the highest for any inhabited location. But extremes are worse. Surface temperatures exceed 60 degrees Celsius, with recorded highs near 70 degrees. Eggs can cook on the ground. Metal tools burn the hands. Bare feet can be scorched instantly. The area is volcanically active, releasing acidic gases and hot springs. The landscape is surreal. Yellow sulfur, green acid pools, purple mineral deposits, and bubbling toxic mud. The air smells strongly of sulfur and chemicals. The acid pools have pH levels as low as 2 to 3, similar to battery acid. In some pools, no life exists at all, not even bacteria, a rarity on Earth. Yet, people are here for salt mining. For centuries, the Afar people have extracted salt blocks and transported them by camel. Most workers stay temporarily, but a few families live near the edges year-round in crude huts or tents. There is no running water, no electricity, and no modern infrastructure. Only the strongest can endure the conditions. Work is done at night or dawn when temperatures drop to only the 40s Celsius. To scientists, Dalol is a window into possible extraterrestrial environments. To workers, it is simply where they earn a living. They wake up, work, cook, talk, and rest, because for them, this is not hell, but reality.